Yo, it's your boy, Safety, and welcome back. Today, what we're going to do, we've got a little series for you before FIFA 21 comes out. We're going to do the top 5 leagues starter teams that are maybe a little OP, maybe not, but not too expensive. The first team that we're going with is a Premiership team, of course, because that's the one that I want to do. I always start Prem. I know you're thinking, oh no, Safety, don't do the Prem team, they're too expensive. I don't care, man. Prem's me. I'm Prem. I'm an Arsenal fan. I love to use the Arsenal players as well as a bunch of other Premier League players. Um, if you didn't know, I'm a streamer on Twitch. I'm a FIFA streamer and YouTube content creator. I laugh because I've only just started it, so it's an exciting journey. I'll tell you that for a fact. I'm going to be doing a poor man's road to glory, so there's going to be absolutely no money spent on the new FIFA, and we're going to see what we can grind. We've got a few options in the work with other streamers, collabs, doing a rich man's to glory versus a poor man's to glory, and we're going to give you some content that way. But let's dive in. Right, so first of all, I thought long and hard about the Premiership team. People that are not going to be too expensive, but also that look like a decent card straight off the bat. I've got a full 11 and a substitutes bench just for the Premiership. The other 5 leagues have just done starter 11s. But the first player that I'm going to go for is it Paulo Gazzaniga, the Spurs goalkeeper. Now, I've picked this geezer. That's 20. We've made a little mistake there. Cool. Right, I've picked this geezer because looking at his base stats, like 80 diving, 76 handling, 84 kicking, 80 reflexes, and 77 position. Now, speed ain't a great thing for a keeper anyway. We don't need to worry about that. But standing in at 6'5", I think he'll be a great addition to a starter team. A massive presence in goal. Shame that he plays for Spurs. But yeah, I think we're going to do well with this one. He's going to be in the team for a long time unless we pack bloody Leno or Edison or De Gea. But apart from that, we're going to go with Gazzaniga in goal first. Right back. Now, there's quite a few ones. I wanted to pick Aurier. I wanted to pick Hector Bellerin, being an Arsenal fan. But I think they're going to still be quite expensive. I've gone with another 77 rated player in Reece James of Chelsea. Now, Reece James, big boy Reece James, coming onto the scene last season under Frank Lampard. He had an okay season, man. Lampard did well. The card shows you it. It was a silver card on last FIFA, and his pace and his physicals and defending matched that. And for the first couple of weeks of FIFA, it's going to be a great addition to the team. Again, I would have wanted Aurier or Bellerin, but this is a poor man's road to glory starter team that I'm doing. So Reece James it is. His centre back partner, well, playing alongside him, always a great centre-back to start with, is Eric Bailly, the Man United centre-back. He has 4 centre-backs, 74 pace, is pretty decent. Anything above 70 on pace, pretty good for a centre-back. I mean, he's got okay physicals and okay defensive abilities, and he's got a great presence around him. If we look into his in-game stats, oh, yeah, they're showing it. He's got 82 jumping, 85 strength, 80 aggression, so he's definitely going to be very aggressive centre back with that little bit of burst of pace. Maybe an anchor on him when we start the game to boost that pace and to boost the jumping in the physicals. But yeah, Eric Bailly is our first choice centre back. His partner, now this was very interesting. I didn't even think about this one. I picked it straight away because he's got the same pace, better defensive, less on the physicals, but there's nothing that a anchor can't do. With the 70 pass, he's going to be a ball-playing defender for us, and he's quite tall. I think he's got a great jumping ability. Yeah, his jumping's 88, so again, if we stick an anchor on him, that jumping's going up to 99, so no one's beating him in the air unless you're Peter Crouch. And he's not here anymore. So yeah, we're going to go with Nathan Ake at centre-back with Bailey. Now, left-back, now I 100% know this is going to be an expensive card. But again, being an Arsenal fan, I want to stick these Arsenal players in. And as you know it's going to be Kieran Tierney of Arsenal. Now, with the 86 pace, the 75 dribbling, the 72 defence, and the 80 physicals, he's going to be a decent left back. If we look at his in-game stats, if they're showing them, some of these players don't have in-game stats, and we don't actually know if they're the correct ones. I mean, a left back having a 4-star skill move and a 3-star weak foot. Left back. I ain't seen him do any of that for Arsenal last season, but he's nonetheless a cracking centre back. Left back, silly me. But yeah, with the physicality there, with the aggression and the stamina, he's pretty well going to be lasting long into a game with the nice pace that he's got there. Moving on to our midfield three. Of course, 78 rated. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to be his card, but Doucouré recently transferred to Everton, so probably have a once to watch. If he does, we may rethink, but being a 78 rated, it shouldn't be that too expensive. With the good physicals that he's got, with all-round dribbling, defence, shot and passing, it'll be a good CDM for us to keep hold of that line. His partner, I say his partner, the guy that's going CDM with him, I thought, let's have a look for a serious one. We're going to stick with our big boy, Mo Sissoko. Judging by his card, 89 physical, good all-round card, bar his shooting, but he's going to sit in the CDM with Doucouré, so that's going to be quite solid. If we look at his in-game stats, if they're there, he's got a 4-star skill move and a 3-star weak foot. Yeah, he's been doing bits for Spurs the past couple of seasons. He didn't start off too well, but as you can see with his ball control, dribbling and shot power, he's definitely going to be that one that's going to go up on the occasion and smash a worldian. But with his great physicality of 91 stamina and 90 strength, he's going to be really good for the start of FIFA, maybe into the first month or so. This all depends on who we get to our one to watch. But again, I'm doing this because I want to give you guys the best opportunity you can to start with a decent squad that's not going to cost too much. I mean, he's 79 rated. How much is he going to be? 3 or 4k? Maybe 5k? Who knows? You can grind squad battles, get your coins that way. Boom, you've got yourself a player there. Moving into the cam roll, obviously they don't allow us to pick the 4-2-3-1 with the CDMs and the Lamb and the Ram. But I thought this would be really cheap. He's quite quick on the ball. He's got good dribbling. Miguel Almiron of Newcastle. Now, he's not great. His strength lets him down massively. But if you can get him on that through ball, doing that with that burst of pace that he's got, and he's got semi-decent dribbling, he's going to be fire, man. He's going to be fire. And he's not going to be that too cheap, being a 78 rated card and playing for Newcastle. Now, I ain't got nothing against Newcastle, but he's playing for Newcastle. Now, with the pace and acceleration, so the sprint speed and acceleration, 89, he has 87 agility as well. So he's going to be definitely nimble in and out of that defence with a stamina of 82. So he's definitely going to last quite a long time during the first couple of weeks of FIFA, maybe a month into it. He hasn't got a very good weak foot, but we know with his pace and that'll overcome that. Moving on to the left wing. Now, someone brought this player to my attention literally this morning, saying, why don't you pick this dude? And I was like, to be honest with you, I didn't even think about him. But early on, his pace is going to be key. 92 pace, 85 dribbling for Daniel Podence of Wolves. Now, he's 78 rated. You're going to have a massive chance of packing him early on. And if he goes straight into your team, great. And with the 92 pace, as mentioned, and the 85 dribbling, he's going to be a cracking addition. Hopefully, he's got some in-game stats. Yeah, with the 3-star skill moving to 4-star weak foot, it's going to be good to cutting in and out with the agility and balance of 92 and 94 with his pace. It's going to be so nimble in and out of that defence. So we've gone with Daniel Podence on the left-hand side. We will then go to our right wing, which I've totally forgot who it is. No, I haven't. Daniel James of Man U. 77 rated, again with the pace. His dribbling is not up to the standard of Daniel Podence, but for the 95 pace early on in FIFA, it's going to be key for us again, running down their wings and putting them balls in. So Daniel James of Man United is going into our right wing slot. No physicals, no in-game stats, no skill moves or weak foot, so we don't know what his full stats are going to be like, but this is just predictions and possibly what I want for my start of my team. Last position up front, we've got my big boy Lacazette. Lacazette. Now, they've downgraded him from an 85 to an 83 this FIFA. which I think is going to benefit the starter squads because I don't believe it's going to be too expensive. The pace decrease has massively gone down to 76, but he still has decent dribbling, decent shot, and a good all-round passing and physical for, again, start of FIFA. They have introduced his in-game stats, which with a 2-star skill move and a 4-star weak foot, so he's going to have a good shot either way. And with his shooting ability, you got the 87 shot power, the 83 finishing with the 84 positioning. It's okay. He's got good dribbling stats with the agility, so he'll be able to do a quick turn and bang that in the top corner. Lacazette! You're going to be definitely hearing that when we start FIFA, and I am so hyped for it. But that is hopefully going to be my starting 11 for FIFA 21. Now, if I move over to the next page, you're going to see the squad. Let's put the glow effect on for you guys. And predictions display. Now, for the subs, I've gone with Saka, Van Aanholt, Bernard, Lucas Torreira if he stays at Arsenal, Ruben Neves, Danny Ings, and Calvert-Lewin. Now, the reason for them players I will explain. So we've got Saka. I've only picked him because he's Arsenal, and he's a gold card now, so I did want to try him out. Early on in FIFA, he'll be decent for squad battles, so we'll keep him. Now, I picked Van Aanholt because I do believe Tierney is going to be a little bit expensive. Maybe Van Aanholt is also, but it's going to be one of the two. Van Aanholt's got a great all-round card, just the same as Tierney, same as pace. Little bit better on the dribbling Van Aanholt. Tierney's more physical, so we can definitely choose either of them. On the left wing, Bernard, for me, 4-star skill move, 4-star weak foot, and he's got that pace and he's got the all-round dribbling as well. He's got that quick burst of pace, so again, a little bit slower than Podence, but another great alternative to have. Now, in the mid, I wanted Torreira, but I went for Sissoko because he's taller and he's a bit more powerful. But if Sissoko ends up being too expensive and Torreira doesn't leave Arsenal, I'll definitely going to go with Torreira. Next, we have Ruben Neves of Wolves. Now, his card doesn't do him justice. Now, he's got 84 pass, 75 shot. Should have been bumped up a little bit because he scores worldies. We know he's not a fast player, but his performances, his transition from the Championship to the Premiership, he's proved it all. He is a cracking player, and Wolves have done well to keep hold of him. I would have seen him at Man City, to be honest with you, to replace David Silva. Different kind of player, but still, cracking player. Danny Ings, 4-star skill with 4-star weak foot. He's got the okay pace. He's not going to be too expensive at the start, and he's got that okay shooting, along with Calvert-Lewin, who's 6'2", with the great physicals. He's got that little burst of pace. I think he'll be very good. He's had a very good start to the season already, scoring 4 goals in his first 2 games. So let's see if he gets a player of the month, and then we might grind out for him. But that's hopefully what our starter squad is going to be for the English Premier League. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you smash the like button. If you enjoyed the content, hit the subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment. It's your boy, Safey. I'm out.